Let's continue with chapter 12. I got interrupted yesterday while I was sitting on the front porch, so here we go. He looked at me for a minute and then he started to play his guitar, and in just a few seconds, everything went quiet. When Dixie was lying on the floor, blinking his eyes and smiling to himself and sneezing every now and then the mice and the gerbils and the rabbits and the lizards and the snakes that hadn't been caught yet got quiet and sat still, and I picked them up one by one and put them back in their cages. When I was all done, Otis stopped playing. He looked down at his boots. I was just playing them some music. It makes them happy. Yes, sir, I said. Did they escape from their cages? No, Otis said. I'd take them out. I feel sorry for them being all locked up all the time. I know what it's like being locked up. You do? I said. I've been in jail, Otis said. He looked at me real quick and then he looked back down at his boots. You have? I said. Never mind, said Otis. Aren't you here to sweep the floor? Yes, sir, I told him. We walked over to the counter and I started digging through a pile of things and finally came up with a broom. Here, he said, you should start sweeping. Only he must have gotten confused because he was holding out his guitar to me instead of a broom. With your guitar? I asked. He blushed and handed me the broom, and I started to work. I'm a good sweeper. I swept the whole store and then dusted some of the shelves the whole time I worked when Dixie followed me and Gertrude followed him, flying behind him and sitting on his head and his back and croaking real quiet to herself. Dog? Dog? When I was done, Otis thanked me. I left Gertrude's pets, thinking about how the preacher probably wouldn't like it very much that I was working for a criminal. Sweetie Pie Thomas was waiting for me out front. I seen that, she said. She stood there and sucked on her knuckle and stared at me. Seen what? I said. I seen all of them animals out of their cages and keeping real still. Is that man magic? She asked. Kind of, I told her. She hugged Winn-Dixie around the neck, just like that grocery store dog. Right, I said. I started walking, and Sweetie Pie took her knuckle out of her mouth and put her hand in mine. Are you coming to my birthday party? She asked. I surely am, I told her. The theme is pink, she said. I know, I told her. I gotta go, she said all of a sudden. I gotta go home and tell my mama about what I seen. I live right down there in that yellow house. That's my mama on the porch. You see her? She's waving at you. I waved at the woman on the porch, and she waved back. And I watched Sweetie Pie run off to tell her mama about Otis being a magic man. It made me think about my mama and how I wanted to tell her the story about Otis charming all of the animals. I was collecting stories for her. I would also tell her about Miss Franny and the bear, and about meeting Gloria Dump and believing just for a minute that she was a witch. I had a feeling that these were the kind of stories that Mama would like, the kind that would make her laugh out loud the way the preacher said she liked to laugh. And that's the end of chapter 13. Sorry for the interruption. Hope you get to see both parts. And for now, I'm going to let you look at my snoozing kitty. I don't know if you can hear her purring. Him purring. Sorry, it's a boy. He's got a good old purr. And there he is. He's kind of junky. He likes to eat. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.